Nothing I can say to add to that. You can hear the kookaburras in the distance. Trying to get ready, but every time I look out the window, the show just keeps getting better. Ah, beautiful. Good morning. It's day 84 of Peter and Doxie sailing to Queensland from New South Wales, and still in the beautiful town of Tin Can Bay. So, yeah, I can't beat that sky this morning with anything else. So, yeah, it's usually heralds a changeable day, but the display was very impressive. So today is about going to the town of Gympie, probably about 50k away from memory, with an old work colleague. I'm running into them all the way up and down the coast. Isn't that amazing? So yeah, just get some supplies, a couple of tools and things I know I'm going to need to help with the engine, and there's probably a lot more I need still, but I won't really know until I've got everything here exactly how that's going to play out. So yeah, bit of a road trip today, if you like, and it's supposed to rain on and off, so let's see how that goes. Right, off we go ashore again. Moody looking morning. Now the sun is trying to come out. Trying to indicate where I'm supposed to go. Yes, clear sky that way, that's good. So bring it on. Whoa, here we go. There we go, look at that. Heading off with an old work colleague from years ago to Gympie to pick up some supplies. Old Gympie railway station. This is where the Mary Valley Rattler leaves from, the old steam train. And here she is, the Mary Valley Rattler. Yeah, nicely they've kept all these period buildings up, but Gympie's very hilly, surprisingly, to me. So yeah, it's amazing landscape actually. All the hills around and stuff. And then we look down on the old station here. You can see the trains and the signal, and yeah.
Hello. Would you like
Damage to the wallet done, and heading back to Tin Can Bay. Okay, so other than groceries today, I got a few items I'm going to need. Namely Allen keys, because I have to remove the bolts from the bell housing that joins the engine, well, from the gearbox I believe to the propeller shaft. I've got a work light. I've got a Dolphin torch, but I think it's a bit old now and it flickers on and off. WD-40, so I can get those bolts started. I had a WD-40 and it had one of those loose tubes which you're supposed to put into the nozzle. For the second time with those things, they don't fit. It must be just me, I know, I get it. And very kindly, from somebody down the mid-north coast in New South Wales who've been watching my video, they sent me their old mounting adjusting plates. So in the case where the ones from Sweden don't eventuate, I've got something to fall back on. So thank you so much. I won't mention names on YouTube, obviously, but much appreciated, and I owe you a beer at least. Okay, so first off, I'm going to check that I have the right size Allen key for the bolts I was talking about on the bell housing. So I know that when the time comes, which should be very soon, I can start loosening those off. I'll then apply WD-40 to it over a period of time, just to hopefully start loosening them off. Anyway, let's dive in there and have a look. Okay, engine room light on. Take my U-Butte work lamp with me, just in case I need to shine some light into awkward corners. Okay, so this is the back end of your basic Volvo Penta 2003 diesel engine, gearbox, and then the darker grey bit is what we call the bell housing. I think that's what we call the bell housing. So that basically I need to start loosening off and disconnecting, so we can move the engine back into position. Obviously that connects to the propeller, not obviously, but it does, which then goes out through the rear or the stern. So obviously we don't want to move that, because that could start leaking basically. So let's see what we can do. Spray on the special sauce, WD-40. So this is the Allen key. It's a number 6 in metric, or 6 mil, I guess you would say. The ideal way to use it, obviously, is to put the short end into the head of the bolt, or whatever it is you're trying to turn, because the long handle gives you a lot more purchase and enables you to get even the most stubborn bolts moving. In my hard-to-reach bottom bolt, I couldn't get that onto there, it didn't line up. So I made sure I bought the ball end Allen key. It allows you to put it 25 degrees off center and enables you to turn things. Obviously you don't have as much purchase because you're only left with the short end of the curved bit of the Allen key. So what I did basically is I just got a spanner onto it. So put the end into the bolt and was able to get the spanner into the space and give it a bit of a nudge. And all 4 bolts now are hand tight. Anyway, it was a number 6, as I said. So for a Volvo Penta, bell housing, 6 mil in metric, obviously, is what you need. Well, it's the end of a productive day here at Tin Can Bay. Getting bits and pieces from Gympie, which is very helpful. So thank you for that. Got that done. Loosening off the bolts on that bell join, whatever you want to call it. I've lost the words now. It's a weight off my mind. I was wondering how tight they were going to be, how long they've been on there and how corroded. I'm happy to have those finger tight now, so they're ready to be loosened off when required. So all good. So happy with my purchases, the couple that I got, and the sun is just starting to come out as forecast. Just been hearing about the tsunami in eastern Russia. Be interesting to see if we feel anything here. The weird thing is, I'm not saying it's part of that, but there's this underlying sort of little bits of swell in here inside the bay coming from the north, and there's nobody been past here for a while in a cruiser or anything like that. It's across the wind and it just keeps coming. It's just that weird little sort of, anyway. Not getting paranoid, it is what it is. I know Eastern Australia is on the warning list, but obviously nothing to the extent of what could be felt up further north, obviously in the Northern Hemisphere. So hope all goes well up there. Hope people have learned their lessons about getting up high early and taking it seriously. So that's a biggie. Anyway, my day here is ending, and I feel good that I've achieved a few things today, so nice one. Anyway, thank you for following. Please share if you know of somebody else who might be interested in watching some old guy doing crap on boats. Well, no, not crap, but stuff. Yeah, and don't forget to subscribe. This is Dawn Raider, out.
Thanks for watching another Adventures of Foxy Doxie. As always, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Thank you.